Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping straight into something I think we've all dealt with, drain cleaner.
And the big promises they make on the bottle.
Exactly. We're looking at the 2025 review of a product called Bobo Drain Cleaner.
Hmm.
And the promise here is, well, it's pretty huge. It says it'll break down all the tough stuff, hair, grease, soap scum.
Instantly, too. That's always the magic word they use. Instantly.
Instantly. And you don't need any expensive tools. So the big question for this deep dive is, is this for real, or is it just overhyped marketing?
That's the core question. How does what happens in your actual sink stack up against what's printed on the label?
Okay, so let's unpack that. The big claim is it dissolves clogs in just minutes.
Hmm.
The source for this deep dive tested it on a pretty standard, partially clogged bathroom sink.
A very common scenario, yeah.
So what did they find? I mean, did it actually work in minutes?
Well, it's a bit of a classic it depends situation. The product did eventually clear the blockage.
Eventually.
Right. Especially when you followed it up with running water to help it along. But the key takeaway from the source is that it took significantly longer than advertised. The efficacy was just really variable depending on how bad the clog was.
Okay, but hold on. The source did say it improved light hair or soap buildup pretty well after just one application. For a lot of people, isn't that, good enough?
It's a really fair point, and for some situations it might be, but this gets right to the heart of the marketing claim. The chemistry behind it just doesn't really support the heavy clog promise.
Okay, so what's happening there? Why does it fail on the tough stuff?
Well, the chemical is designed to dissolve protein, so it's great for hair, but a really dense, cold plug of kitchen grease. It just can't penetrate that in a few minutes. The physics of it just aren't there.
So that completely explains why the user feedback online is so mixed.
Exactly. If you have a minor bathroom clog, you might think it's great. But if you're dealing with a serious kitchen grease blockage, you're going to be one of those people reporting it barely made a difference.
That variability seems to be the crucial link. Okay, so that covers speed. Let's shift gears a bit. What about the experience of actually using it? I'm thinking safety, what it does to your pipes.
Right, because that's where a quick fix can suddenly get very expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's fascinating here is the trade-off. To be that good at dissolving something like hair, the product has to be, well, pretty caustic. A strong base, most likely.
Which means what for the average user?
For one, strong chemical smells.
Mm-hmm.
The source pointed to secondary consumer reports that warned about that, so you need to be cautious if you have pets or are sensitive to that kind of thing.
Okay, so fumes. But what about the pipes themselves? Is there a risk of damage?
That's the bigger concern, yeah. That same caustic nature can be a real problem for certain kinds of older pipes.
Did the review specify which types are at risk?
It did. It specifically cautioned against using this in older galvanized steel pipes. It also noted concern for things like delicate fixtures or even older PVC joints if you let the chemical sit for too long.
Wow. So your quick shortcut for the clog could actually lead to a much bigger plumbing bill down the line.
It's a definite possibility.
So let's bring this all together. For you, the listener, standing in the store aisle looking at this bottle, what's the final verdict?
The verdict is, it's not a scam, it's a legitimate chemical.
But
it is absolutely not the miracle solution that's so boldly claimed on the front of the bottle. It's best seen as a tool for basic clearing and, minor maintenance.
so for a heavy-duty blockage, you're probably out of luck.
I think you have to manage your expectations based on the problem. For a heavy blockage, that marketing promise just isn't going to hold up.
Yeah.
And you should probably expect that you might still need stronger tools.
Thank you for helping us analyze not just what the product did, but the why behind it.
Of course. And it really leaves you with an important question to consider, doesn't it? When you buy one of these quick fix products, are you defining its effectiveness by the bold marketing promise or by the actual physical limits of the problem you're trying to solve?
The promise versus the physics.
Exactly. That difference is definitely worth mulling over.